Sweet. Hopefully my PC doesn't freak out on me. I just got to get my... What's it called? My chat up. So I can see what you guys are saying. TBH Splinter Cell games. They are... Oh my gosh. This has to be top 3 for me. Playing this as a kid on the original Xbox has to be just my favorite thing ever. I don't know how many times I've played it. You know, it only says 79 hours on my Steam account, but back in the day, it was a lot. It was a lot. All right, we're just going to start from... We're not going to do the training because, you know, I don't want to do that. I've already done it like 50 times on stream. I'd rather just start with the first mission in Georgia. Also, let me know if you guys have any trouble, like, seeing the cinematics or things like that, because sometimes it's a little weird.
Go ahead.
And doesn't work for some reason.
Hold that. Christ, this is...
So right now we're flying to Georgia, the country, not the state, so that we can infiltrate a police station. It's tiny. Yeah, that's normal. So it's actually tiny on my screen too. It's because the resolution of the cinematic was... It was made for square monitors back in the day. There's probably a mod to fix it, but I just didn't bother. Usually I skip them anyway, but for the stream I'll let them play.
Her name is Alice Madison.
Oh yeah.
They sent in Agent William
Drop me in.
Blaustein.
Thank you, Neutral.
CIA's cooperation. Blaustein is outfitted with
When you said it was tiny, you meant it was actually tiny on the screen. It's still tiny in the frame technically, but
we'll tell you what you need to know. You're not out there alone, Fisher.
it's all good.
Through me, you're attached to a dozen of the best NSA minds we have. There are political complexities with Georgia. You'd need
Friend my new Roblox account. Why'd you get banned? Why were you saying that?
This is third echelon's major.
Why are you being mean to people, Joe?
Smooth as butter. You're about to touch down in Georgia.
Why would you say that?
Get ready.
So we get our silenced pistol. I think this was the first game I ever played that had a silenced pistol. Some good stuff, man. All right. Tbilisi, Old Town, Georgia, October 16th, 2004. Just for reference, this game came out in 2002. So it was trying to predict the future of the technology we would have in 2004. So high tech, so incredible, just insane. Locate CIA agents Blaustein and Matt. Oh, okay. So we have 2 American agents that are in Tbilisi, Georgia, and we have to figure out why their subdermals went dark. So the chips that they have, their tracking chips, we gotta figure out why they don't know where they are anymore. How many points Panda have right now? As soon as Panda told me she's gonna be in and out of the stream because she's been dealing with migraines the past couple days, so she's getting that checked out. But as soon as she's in chat, we can ask. Who never got banned on Roblox for saying all... To your point, Dragon, I guess that applies to every online game, right? It's just a part of the norm. How are you? I'm good. Rajan, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. How's your day going? What does Jaskel say? I've never been banned on Roblox for saying awful things. Let's keep it positive. Oh, the naivete, Jaskel. If only everyone was as naive as you. By the way, I got Twitch. Let's go. I love that your name is It's Me Joe from YouTube. That's great. How's it going, dude? I used to saying bad stuff on Roblox, but now I don't. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, I feel like there's every point in someone's life where they're sort of figuring out, you know, like I have to say when I was, I would say the worst was probably middle school age and early teenage years. That's like when, you know, I don't know anything about myself and then everyone else is kind of a jerk. So it all just kind of compounds on you. Like every interaction is difficult, it seems like. Watching this dude struggling with it. Are you in two chats, Neutral? I'm not new. Yeah, I think it was a wrong message. Neutral, why do you keep sending this message? Fixed one. I used to say awful things on Roblox. Now I just say bad things. Well, I mean, I guess we're getting better, right? Some sparkling water. I'm not a big fan of sparkling water. I don't care for carbonated drinks unless it's maybe a Coca-Cola, but I haven't had that in a long time. Oh, Coca-Cola. It's so good, man. It's another very American thing right there. You're in two. Nice. I see you. Agent Allison Madison. It's an odd name. Worked covertly in the Georgian political arena for 2 years. Okay, so she actually was in the government of a foreign country for a decent amount of time, securing a role in President Nikoladz's cabinet after his coup d'etat. She vanished on October 3rd. On October 7th, Special Agent Robert Blaustein was sent to find her. He vanished on October. Okay, so she was working there for long term, and then this guy decided he was going to take over the country. And I don't know exactly what date that was, but then she vanished. She's, you know, they haven't heard from her. They sent another agent. The CIA sent another agent, and they haven't heard from him. So we gotta make our way in. Look, we got the 3 goggles. Sam Fisher with the secret spy armor, the whole getup and everything, looking like a Navy SEAL. God, I love this game so much. So if you look at the UI elements, on the right-hand side is my health. We've got my ops set. I'll just clear that first. Rendezvous with local NSA informant. Obviously can't take out civilians. Touching the street will result in mission failure, which is funny because I just started on the street. No notes, no data. What is in our data? Case file? Oh, great. This is the contact we got to meet up with. He's a CIA informant. Recruited in 96. First contact. Oh, okay. He's first contact with Sergeant Lork. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. He is the guy who runs the precinct that we got to sneak into. I know how to bypass Roblox chat filter. Oh, God. No, don't do it. I like Baby Gronk over Livy. Same. I mean, I'm kind of on board with that. I don't know anything about either one of those people, but I'm just going to go with Baby Gronk because he sounds like the one character from The Emperor's New Groove. My refrigerator is farting. I would get that taken care of. Maybe, Where'd you get your refrigerator from? What's the brand? Some Coca-Colas have a different taste. It's like RNG. I love... Are you old enough to gamble? Then again, you're right. They do have a different taste. I think it has a lot to do with whether or not the restaurant's syrup dispenser has been reloaded recently. Because I went a couple weeks ago with a buddy to order some food at a restaurant, and the Coca-Cola tasted like just straight up seltzer water. The NVG is sick. I know. It's my favorite. It's iconic. I don't think it's realistic at all, because why would there be a third goggle above? But it just is what it is. Skibbity toilet baby Gronk of the Phantom Text grittying Yat Gang. Very true. I love bread. I see this is... what I'm talking about in this game has clearly transitioned over to the chat. And we've got secret spy operations, and then we have Phantom Tax. Reports harassment from local police and near incarceration. Oh, God. Okay, so he met with the informant. Possible security breach at Blaustein's base of operation. Miss Daily... Oh, so they just straight up kidnapped him. Dude, that's got to be terrifying. Imagine being given an apartment in another country where they're like actively trying to get rid of you. Chip goes offline. Damn. So she originally... she was transferred in 2002. Secures administrative position in Georgian Secretary of Defense. Donation. Secure... Wow, that's hilarious. Report of a suspicious data traffic. Joe, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Why you need to kidnap... Well, I'm not going to say anything because I want you guys to just see what happened. Let's see how much inference, who is really paying attention in chat right now to what I'm yapping about, that I'm reading. We'll see in a little bit who's listening. Okay. Suspicious data traffic between Nikolaz's oh, so she reported him. Paperwork submitted for the transferal of Nikolaz's encrypted files to NSA analysts. Oh, so it didn't get processed, and then I guess they found her, and then her subdermal motion reduced to less than 20 meters per day. That's actually kind of chilling. I've never, believe it or not, chat, I've never read this stuff. I've been playing this game since I was a child, and I am reading all this for the first time now. Okay? Better feel special about that one. She's sharp but timid. She worked herself deep into Nikolaz's government in a short time, quickly enough to make me wonder at her methods. That is a fair point. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is a street view. Yeah, there's no way any of this is going to make sense to me. Okay, good thing I already know where I'm going. Okay, guys, listen. The iconic sound effect. You gotta be listening to that the entire stream. I'm paying attention to the screen, trust me. I lied. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get later on, okay? What happened to Agents Blaustein and Madison? Okay, we're gonna find out. We gotta meet up with this contact first. Sneak our way over. Make sure none of the civvies recognize us, spot us. It'd be kind of weird to see a guy with 3 glowing green goggles sneaking around on your rooftops, dressed in all black. So, just gonna take this nice and slow. Sneak through all these areas. Is that the OG sound effect? Yes, this is where that sound effect came from. That is where it came from. Dude, the graphics on this game are so good for when it came out.
Don't tell me. Gergenidze is inside there.
This is almost 20 years earlier than Fortnite. And it looks this good. Third-person shooter. I don't know what that means. Dark Star Sonar? Is that some sort of drone?
Sam, Grim's daughter here. I say jump. Don't ask how high.
Look up on chat what I said. What did you say? I've got a quick action for this now. Oh, you mean the thing I was avoiding reading? Oh, my phantom taxing, gritting, skibbity phantom tax. I can't even get through this. My brain is melting reading all this stuff.
Do it. You should get through this fine. There's a room directly across the hall. Go there now.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Go back into the hall and
That was bad
go to the
advice.
far end. Make it fast. You've only got a few seconds.
Also, why is this place on fire? Were they trying to get to him already? Man, the devs got really creative with the storytelling and how it applied to the mission design, I think. It's just a way to test out your ability to
Jesus, but that was close. Take a left just ahead and cut through the room.
to run around and use your controls.
Take it to the top floor.
What happens when we use our night vision here? Ah! It's way too bright.
The contact is in this room. Let's hope to God he's still alive.
Zerdan, thank you so much for the 2 months. Let's go. Appreciate the sub. How's it going, man? GP, dig through the ditches and burn through the... What are you guys talking? You're just putting random brain rot quotes in chat. I don't understand. Uh-oh, is this our guy? I say that like I haven't played this game before. It's okay, let's just play along with me.
Don't bother. I'm good at
Alright, we're
that.
gonna try to get him out of here.
Looking for Blaustein and Madison. Madison was deep in
So this guy knows about
She was on
Blaustein and Madison, but they got to him before we could.
some doubt.
He's gonna say the money is in the...
Play with his girls. It's stashed in his safe house just east of Morevi Square.
Lambert, do we have resources to evac this guy?
I said don't bother.
Why did you not want to see my Why do you think? It's too powerful. It's too much for my puny human brain.
I think Nicolas wanted...
Bro thinks he has aura?
Gurgen and Zay checked out.
Is that why this whole place is on fire?
You've got a safe exit on the west side of the room. Take it.
My talk, yes, brain. Oh, yes, brain rot. My favorite. Let's open that up to clear out the smoke so we can move forward. I'll be honest, the first time I played this, I struggled a little bit. I did not know how to get through this room. It's taking damage just from standing up. It takes you out pretty fast, too.
That was pretty tight. Still breathing?
Doing my best.
Snowy, what's up? Oh my gosh, we've got like a reunion in chat happening right now. What are you guys up to?
You'll find the box behind the
How have you been, dude? Your skibbity powers make everyone... Yes, exactly. You understand, Neutral. You totally understand. I'm singing Dracula by Rob Zombie? Oh. I didn't know that Rob Zombie did Brain Rot. I'm doing good, Snowy. How was your 4th of July? I decided to play this game because of that. I was like, what's the most patriotic game I could play on stream? Well, obviously one of my favorites, the OG Splinter Cell. With all the graphics updated, 1440p resolution. We had to put in the work. Like, OG sound effect. So good, so good. Joe, if you start spamming brain rot in chat, you know what I'm going to have to do. And I don't want to have to do it. It's not pleasant. All right? Control yourself. When War Thunder stream? I don't know. I still got to check out that game. Okay, we're right outside the apartment. These are the shade. Oh god. You can tell these weapons are very accurate. Hang on. I want to load the autosave. That was not right.
That was pretty tight.
I'm at, see this. This is what happens when you start spewing brain rot in chat. Is like, I start losing my ability to actually sneak around. So my powers are declining. Getting too old for this business. All right, let's wait for the civvy to walk by. He goes up the stairs. Jump across. I have to say, at first I really hated the controls on PC, mouse and keyboard, because you actually use your scroll wheel to move faster or slower, which is just like, what? But for a stealth game, it's actually perfect. I want to try to take out as few people as possible, and if I have to, absolutely have to, we just knock them out. Try not to use our gun as much as possible.
Of course. Thank you, sir.
See, like, look at this lighting here.
Yes, I'm telling you. There's nothing
Look at that. Look at that Windows XP. That's not even Windows XP. That's like Windows 98.
The place is clean. Don't cross Grinko.
All right, they're gonna walk back in the house, so let's get through this as quickly as possible. Get over to the computer here. And the hidden PC that they somehow haven't found. And how am I able to access it? I don't have the password.
What's the news?
Blaustein's heart stopped beating.
Unless we didn't have passwords back then?
Any reason the CIA wouldn't know about this?
Nope.
Nice.
Bro had to shoot him 8 times. Believe it or not, Dragon, those weren't 8 shots to the head. Those were 8 misses. So, all right. I'll let me save it here. I'll show you how it works. Okay, the recoil in this game is horrible. All right, you have bloom, but even when it's fully closed, and I take a shot here, you see that wasn't perfectly accurate. That wasn't accurate either. And I'm staying still, even if I crouch. That's not accurate. It's terrible. Watch, now I'm gonna engage this guy while moving. Look, you see how wide that is? These are my shots landing over there because I was aiming here. How do I reload? It's F, I think. Where's the other guy? Okay, that one was actually dead on. But let's see. If I just go to the wall here, this is perfect. Look at all this space here. And I step forward. Like, how? It's not even within the ring. It ends up over here. Woo. And it doesn't matter if you're standing still either, because, like, if I were to rapid fire... and it takes so long for the bloom to close. It's insane. It's all over the place. Okay. So now we need the code to this door. 091772. Quality. Yes, I agree. It's insane how good looking this game was for the time it came out. What's up, Hannah? I have the stream muted since I'm at the... Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. No worries. Rum would never... AliExpress... That's so funny. Joe, we were talking about AliExpress earlier off stream. Because my mom sent me a message. She's like, you need to try harder to block my Temu orders. Because I've been doing a lot of... networking stuff recently, like figuring out how to, you know, mess with DNS servers and you know, I was trying to lower my internet provider bill. And so I went down a whole rabbit hole of like optimizing internet connection, things like that. And so I jokingly said, "Oh, I'm gonna block your Temu orders. I'm gonna remove the site from our Wi-Fi." And so then Panda, I showed Panda our conversation. She's like, "Oh yeah, I've been going crazy on AliExpress." Most of the suppressors are... Yes, that is why, Neutral, I don't use suppressors in... what's it called? In Ready or Not. Because the game is supposed to be realistic, and so suppressors don't really do anything. Other than, you know, they're less loud. Like, you might hear them from long range. You might have there's a less chance of hearing them, but you know, they're still, the guns are super loud. I love, if you guys go on YouTube, there's an edit, a John Wick edit, where they take the scene where he and another person are shooting at each other in like a really publicly crowded area, and no one can hear the guns going off. But they added the realistic sound effects of the suppressor onto the guns, and it's just like full, it sounds like an assault rifle, and no one is noticing or caring. It's actually pretty hilarious. Okay, this door's locked. So luckily we've got lock picks for this. Okay, chat, this next area we're about to go into, for the longest time, I had no clue how to get past it without being detected. It wasn't until I spent a significant amount of time playing the online version of this game in the sequel, where you really start to get a handle on all of the like places you can jump to and angles you can get. Hitman 1 and 2, oh, I love those games. In fact, I was thinking this morning, GP, of reinstalling those games and streaming them, because I'm like feeling the stealth vibe right now. I really want to get those games back into the repertoire. All right, so these guys are unlawfully trying to arrest this guy who's just minding his own business. But there's a civvy standing up there, and it's a very narrow walkway to get past them. You can technically wall jump to get to that railing on the other side, but dang, that was loud. It makes a noise and they'll notice it, but if you do this, okay, I can grab this higher ledge and just completely bypass the whole situation. The only downside is once I get to the other end, I have to shoot out the lights in order to get by, and shooting out the lights is super loud. Using a silence pistol in this game is a little bit more realistic than some of the other games that feature it. Whereas, you know, games like Hitman, no one can hear the silence pistol for some reason. Did you know when you shoot at walls, there's a chance the bullet... Yes, I am aware. In fact, I think that's a feature in Ready or Not and Helldivers. Maybe not Helldivers. I might have imagined that one. But if you wear the heaviest armor type in Ready or Not, the bullets can potentially ricochet and hit your teammates. If you get hit with a gun in a fatal area of the... That's kind of creepy. I mean, that makes sense. That technically makes sense because it all happens so fast. You wouldn't have any time to detect. You know, I'm gonna try something. If we hug the right side of this wall, yeah. See, they see us immediately. Okay, let's switch to our pistol. Make sure the bloom is totally closed. We might miss this shot. Okay, that hits. Start sneaking by. The only annoying part is having to constantly disable my goggles so that I can see the light because it's just all washed out. And then having to turn them back on again. As long as they don't get too close when I'm firing the pistol, it's not a big deal. And the reason I'm not playing music on stream right now is because the music in the game actually tells you if people are close to detecting you, which, man, so many mechanics of this title are so creative and really ahead of their time. Just makes it such a good game. In fact, I probably got into stealth games not because I enjoyed the genre, but just because this game was so well made. It made me want to play more. Okay, that guy's looking there. Just gonna chill for a second until he turns. Just the lighting from that gate is incredible. Wait for him to turn again. And then here is the dead drop. I don't remember how long it took me to discover this, but it did not come to me immediately. Let's reload our pistol. Got some more ammo up here. Not that we need it. I'm trying to not spend too much time getting into gunfights, which one of the only... What triggered that? One of the only downsides of this game is the fact that there are forced combat sections where you have to fight people. There's one kind of hard one, but on mouse and keyboard it's not that bad, especially when you spend all day working on your aim like a nerd, like me. Is that guy looking? No, I'm just gonna make the move. So using that computer, open the gate. Let's check our OPSAT real quick. So we rendezvous with the informant, find the black box. That's what we just... Oh, no. That's what the code was. Find the dead drop, which is where we just were. Use the information in his computer to gain access to the police precinct. Okay. So the dead drop was between Blaustein. Okay, now I'm getting confused. I love how Jaskel's just like can't take anything that's slightly dark. Escape from Tarkov does this too. Maybe I need to reinstall that game. Turning on music while playing stealth games. Yeah. Okay, so data. That's what I wanted to look up. So we have a data stick here. Got the following from our man. I've got the envelope. Thank you very much. I'll have the police station information in our dead drop behind the bushes in Moravi Square. Who's David Tannehill? Oh, this was actually sent to him. Oh, okay. He's not actually on the email. I'm sure it'll be there. Tom's a trustworthy type. If I can safely make the drop, I may leave you a toy or... Oh, that's referring to the ammo. Mr. Sutton, I think we can stop dancing around the words Agent Madison is dead. No, don't say that. We don't know for sure. Our only real question now is why, or more importantly, why Nikolaj thought he could hide it from us. Oh, this is the agency communicating. Your theory about her disappearance as a way to keep secret the connections between Georgian politics and the Russian mafia works, but it's too easy. It wouldn't justify murdering a U.S. agent, and Nikolaj knows we know how dirty he is. Okay. You can be getting into the police station with a keypad combination of 5929. Okay, that's what we just got from the dead drop. This way goes by the back way into the holding cells. You are best for go at night when the drunks are all passed out. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the police are over here trying to arrest the drunks who are passed out. This is supposed to be nighttime? How come the sky is so bright? It's like very weird lighting. Oh god. No! I just saved at the worst possible spot. Okay. Wow, I don't think I've ever fumbled that badly before. This guy's gonna have to get super close. Is he just coming to... Is that a civilian or an officer? I can't tell. Dang, that guy snuck up on me. Oh, that wallpaper's nice. Okay. I'm not sure why the action music is still playing, considering no one is coming towards me. Unless it's someone up there. Oh, they just gave up. Okay. I'm just gonna put this right here. Who sees this? I don't know who's spotting me. Who's the real spy here, me or the NPCs?
How the hell?
I think that's just the guy up top. I'm not 100% sure. Just a slight puff of air into the eye as you get accosted by the air that dries your eye. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Panda. They tell me and I never expect, like I always jump when it happens. You guys ever been to the optometrist where they puff the air into your eye and it's just like your whole body just convulses? You fly up and hit the ceiling and your head goes through the roof and then, you know, Superman has to come save you, but he's fighting Lex Luthor. So he's a little busy and the rest of New York City gets destroyed. Oh, my bad, Metropolis. And then some nerd gets mad at you for not knowing the name of the city. We grab this guy. The only reason I wanted to take him out is because you see this pouch on his belt? It has more information that I could yap at you guys about. So let's go night-night here. Okay, well actually I'm gonna need to move him because this is not optimal positioning. This game also has a feature, which I'm not a big fan of, where if you don't hide the bodies, they will they'll automatically get detected. Even if no one is around to detect them, the game just dings you for not being clean, as it were. Okay, what do we got? More data. Cut rate third world flophouse. Go-go gadget. Oh god, that's an old reference. It's very relatable. It's a pain in my ass to leave my work for half a week to have some hush-hush powwow with Nick and VG. Who are... Oh, from Philip Mass, too. So he's one of the bad guys. It's an insult to have to deal with morons like the concierge at this dump you guys put me up. I'm serious. I don't want to see his face again. I need to get back out to the rig and back to my work, especially in the middle of your you-know-what out in you-know-where. Idle hands are the great Satan's playground. All right, so he's speaking very cryptically right now, but I'm sure we'll get some more context later down the line. Let's just keep moving this way. Looks like we're clear so far. I think one of the goons is going to pass on our left. One of the mafiosos. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, guys, look at the lighting in this. So cool. I wish they made more video games in these types of environments. Oh. This is like something out of a VK playlist. You guys use, have you ever used VK.com? It's like a Russian social media site. It's where I used to get some of the songs that I couldn't find on Spotify or SoundCloud. Great stuff, man. If I shoot this, will he come back? If I walk towards him, I'm going to get myself into trouble. Oh no, he doesn't even notice. The lighting is good. Look at us nerding out over the lighting. That's how you know Neutral is an individual of culture. Someone who understands. I'm just gonna shoot all these. Okay, now he's gonna investigate.
How the hell?
Oh, the problem is he's not gonna turn around. Now he is. Just put him in the shadow, and then I think we're good. There is one civilian walking around up above, but I don't know if they're... I don't know what their route looks like, so... You know, technically, if they see me, it's not a big deal. We still continue with the mission, but I kind of want to avoid getting that radio message. Oh, see, like, he just saw us right there. Okay, let's try going up top. Maybe that'll make it a little easier. I find good songs by digging the... Yes, same. Oh my gosh. I feel like 2016 was the peak time of finding goated, interesting music. For me, at least. I mean, there's all sorts of really great music in different genres at different points in time. And honestly, I found a lot of music in the past couple years from TikTok. But back then, before TikTok, it was just kind of, you know, I would go to a gym where I'd train with other, you know, like martial arts tricking, parkour, free running. They would play some music. I would listen to that, and then I would get recommended similar songs, and then I'd go down the rabbit hole of those artists, and then it would get deeper and deeper until I was finding artists who had like 30 followers. I'm like, oh, I love this music. Real hipster type stuff. Okay, this guy just walks back and forth. I don't know if we can actually get past him. If I shoot this.
Hello? How did that happen?
The problem is this light behind me is so freaking bright. Actually, he probably can't see me from this distance. We avoided the radio message, so I'll call that a dub. He wasn't paying attention. There we go. We made it. Get into the police precinct, all right? We should have the code already. I think I said it earlier. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Fortnite? Let me think about it, GP. I'm really behind on a lot of Roblox games right now. That is my only hesitation. Otherwise, I would just say, screw it. Let's do Fortnite. But let me think about it first. Is Jim actually playing the song without the gym I used to go to was at my school. And because I was a part of the club that ran it, every so often I would get control of the music. So I would, you know, like was it my speaker? The president would bring an amp and he would play music. Sometimes I would play music. So the music with low views, I was playing in the gym at some time. God, wow, you're bringing back so many good memories right now. Just back in college and every Tuesday and Thursday, I would go to open gym and train after classes. It's the best. Such a great time. And that's what sort of inspired me to study abroad in the UK. I wanted to meet other athletes. I wanted to keep training. My buddy, the club president and I originally were going to travel together, but he actually got invited to perform in a traveling Marvel show as Spider-Man, which, you know, good for him. That was awesome. I was sad that he couldn't go with me, but I'm really happy he had that opportunity. And so I went by myself. The Fortnite stream Coach Rum doesn't want you to know about. Right, yeah, it's kind of like the Splinter Cell stream that the FBI doesn't want you to know. All right, I think it's 5929. Whoops, I already did that wrong. 5929. Ah, jeez, I already have it memorized. Okay. We're in. Now we gotta find Blaustein and Madison. This guy just goes over to the computer. Oh, another cool feature? Check this out. As soon as he looks at the system. If I go right here, watch this. Iconic. Split jump with the 3 goggles. Hiding up above. People just walking right below and not noticing. Like, ah, so cool. So cool, man. Thought I was a ninja back in the day. Splinter Cell.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
Uh-oh, is he walking back? He is. Oh, I should have done the split jump there. Oh well. If he walks really close to me, then I'll do it. Unless I hit my head on the ceiling. I hope that doesn't happen. I think he's just gonna walk back. That guy looks like he's not alive. Oh my god, that scared, that actually made me jump. Holy crap, that scared me. Okay, let's let him walk over to the computer first. I was not expecting him to just turn around with no music playing. You can't pause the game while... I mean, I could, but... I don't know, I kind of like seeing the gameplay run in the background at the same time. Pretty sure you guys don't want to just stare at the... You know, this 2001 Game Boy Advance screen. Maybe you do. Who knows? Maybe that's aesthetically pleasing to you. Does this guy have a satchel? No, he doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore him. That PC is probably not important either.
I've got a situation here.
What? How does he see me?
Get out of the way. Who's that?
Imagine missing that point blank.
Who in the hell are you supposed
I'm just gonna chill here. Chill here, and then I'm gonna hug the wall as soon as I get to that point over there. Where that dude's standing. Why prisoner didn't tell the guard that there's insurgent? Probably because he doesn't care. And he's also wasted based on his dialogue. He's probably like, I hope you get that policeman. What's up, Alex? How are you doing? How was your 4th of July? Okay, there's a tech guy in there. Okay, have you guys ever seen this before? Watch. I'm gonna go over, grab this dude. Look at what's on his shirt. Oh, I meant to grab him. And he still didn't see me. Okay, his laptop is strapped to his chest along with his cell phone. And it's one of those old style, like Nokia brick cell phones. How do you even use your computer like this? He's also got a gaming shirt. It's like an 8-bit Galaga shirt.
One false move and you're dead. I need information.
Okay,
I'm looking for 2 Americans. Probably dead.
Gringo will kill me. Ah!
Where are they?
Nearby, the morgue. They're dead.
Oh, they are dead.
I helped the mortician find the microchips under their scalps.
The subdermals.
Yeah. Please don't hurt
Laptop on I know. It just looks ridiculous. And he's got a sticker, but it's too low res to actually read. It's I love something or other. And then he's got a circled internet bug virus thing.
That's all I know. Ah! I swear, that's all I know.
Okay. I'm gonna actually move him to... Is there a light switch in this room? No. Okay, so I'll just put him right here. Take out this light. Now he's technically... I'm gonna move him a little bit more into the dark. Not taking any chances with this game dinging me. Come Can we use this computer? Nothing. No data stick or anything. Look at the fishies. The fishy wallpaper. Oh, we got a note from that. While I appreciate your newfound zeal in securing the station, I wonder at the need for a surveillance camera in the morgue. Oh, so there's a surveillance camera in the room I'm about to walk into. In my near 40 years as a medical examiner, I have never once seen a cadaver commit a crime. I am certain that there are other places in this very building where security cameras might do a much better job of spotting criminals. I am not speaking of the holding cells either. Why, just last week, I tagged some poor soul whose skull had been caved in by an object distinctly similar to the batons issued to our officers. Oh, these guys are super, super crooked. Had there been security cameras in the research lab instead of the morgue itself, we might have caught the party responsible for destroying the evidence in that case. Well, guess what, MD or PhD or Dr. S. Konipodze? They're not interested in catching criminals because they are the criminals. They're interested in making sure that people don't tamper with the evidence of their crimes, right? That's why the cameras are in the morgue. Just like any other day for me. Nice. Banks be closed. Yeah, that makes sense since they're all on holiday, technically. Why are you wasting your ammo? You just turn off the lights. So I don't think there's a light switch here. And to be honest, there's almost no instances in this game where you come close to running out of ammo. If you play it, you know, not like an action shooter. So we should be fine. Okay, so this is the morgue. Where's the camera? Okay, I can see it in the corner. Who's walking around? Does crouching make me more accurate? Are there any more? Is that the only camera? Are these the agents?
Got Agents Blaustein and Madison.
Rest in peace. Somebody cut out their subdermals.
Where do we go from
Oh, they cut out the subdermals.
If we can.
So that's why the CIA wasn't able to track them.
We'll track the subdermals from the video archives. The station's surveillance room is on the top floor.
Oh, okay. So based off the camera, we can actually find their location. I'm going to take this med kit, even though I'm never going to need it. Never hurts to be prepared. And we're going to head up to the actual department. I don't think this auto saves, but I'll just do it after we go through the door. Okay, for the longest time, I did not know how to get past this section either. But if you just go behind these blinds, which I don't know why they're against a brick wall, you can just sneak by. Also, you're about to hear how crooked these cops are.
I'm all there is. How can I help you?
I'd like to register a complaint.
Then you'll have to ask at the desk to your right.
Very well.
Okay, so you just said,
I see something.
gosh, how does he see me? Okay, I'm going to stay close to the wall. I'm over here trying to make it too cinematic.
I'd like to talk to your superior.
Perhaps I can help you, sir.
If I stay right in this section of darkness, I should be fine.
How can I help you?
I'd like to register a complaint.
Then you'll have
There we
to
go.
ask at the desk.
I hate it when the light meter spikes because then I really can't tell if I'm hidden or not.
May I help you?
You're the same.
Why you steal a medical kit from the bad guys? Because I might need it more than them.
I would like to register a
It's the
complaint.
only reason I can think of.
You could just have a seat until somebody's ready to help you.
You've got to be kidding me.
I could easily have you arrested, sir.
So he tells the guy, oh, if you need help, go to the desk next to you. He's like, okay. And so the guy walks over to that desk. He goes, you're the same cop. Like, okay, well, you're going to have to sit down and wait. Like, dude. He goes, okay, well, I'll just have you arrested if you don't sit down and wait. Super crooked department. All right, now we got to be very careful in this room. These guys look like they're half asleep, but they are still working at their desks. Let's check this door first. Got more data. What are they on about? I just returned from the hospital where about 2 3/4 men remain in critical condition. The beat cop taking statements from the doctors had a picture-perfect description of the men's attackers. Your friend Grinko and some ogre named Nikolai. You may want to put in a call to the commissioner over at the Eastern Precinct if you want to keep your friends from drawing more attention than they need. So they're trying to like protect this guy. Oh my gosh. This voice, I know, it's 100, right? Crazy. It's even worse when we get to Myanmar. Just wait. Just wait until we get to, we're out of Eastern Europe and we're straight up in Asia. It's going to be insane. We take a quick break from sneaking around, brought to you by Mogging. These guys working in the dark, killing. Yes. Oh, that is the worst. I never play now with just my monitor light unless I'm just having a really, like I'm sucked into something and I don't want to get up and turn on the light because it's gotten dark already. Super rare for that to happen because I don't like it when my eyes are getting busted like that. Bro, open the door like there's no one in there. Maybe it's because I already knew there'd be no one in there, but yeah. Do I need to roleplay better? Like I've never played the game before? Oh, check this out. All right. Well, you kind of saw it already with the curtains earlier, but the physics at the time for this were just insane. So you've got this guy's, not reflection, but his shadow shining through. These two, I don't know why these are here, honestly. Oh, he turned around for a second. And then I can just sort of knock them to the side. And then if I do that, like, look at the shadow of the pistol on Sam's face. Oh, so good. Dude, this game is just incredible. All right, this guy's got a satchel. From Sergeant Ramaz. Oh, this is the same guy. To Officer Gizo. I don't trust Kavanzi. I don't care who he's related to. I don't want him within throwing distance of our horse. I'm getting a little confused on who's who, but that's okay. Just know that for the most part, they're all crooked.
Great work, Fisher. We're scanning the videotapes now.
Dude, I wish I had this monitor set up. Look, they've got like 8 monitors,
Run his face through echelon.
Already on it.
16 monitors.
Hey, check it out. A license plate. 84KP214.
Fantastic. Fisher, we got what we need. Rendezvous with Wilkes. Your work here is done.
All
I'll
right,
get back to you once we've sifted
let's just
this
dip on
info.
out of here. You can technically climb this pipe, but there's really no reason to. And you can go into those 2 rooms. Should we try it, chat? Should we go into the other areas? The extraction is just like 5 feet away, so might as well give it a shot. See if we can do it without knocking any of these dudes out. Okay, that's locked. All right, and neutral just for you, because you were concerned about, you know, the safety of the next room. We'll optic cable it. Oh, well, that's a sight to behold.
What was that noise?
Oh, crap. All right, let's just pretend that didn't happen and leave. Let's just pretend it was all a bad, intrusive thought that never took place. Surveillance room is giving me villain vibes. Yeah. I know. Sometimes I wish I had, like a third monitor because it would make, like, I would have the chat on one monitor, my game on the other one, obviously, and then some, like, hardware stats, analytics, maybe the YouTube live preview on the third monitor, just so I can track how everything's doing. You know, just more information, because OBS really requires its own monitor. There we go. We made it. We got into this secret sneaky trek. Mission complete is off to the side because the game is running at a not native resolution for it. Could you? Yes, you could. So after the part where you drop down the elevator shaft, you get a radio message from your handler, from Lambert, and he says these cops are crooked, and so you have fifth freedom. You can do whatever you want. Stream idea: Rome versus Brainrot Metrolink passengers in Valencia train sim world. That is so specific. Antelope Valley line. You've got it down to the line too. Where do you come up with this, dude? Where do these ideas come from? That's the part that really intrigues me. The bodies of agents Blasi and Madison were located in the morgue of a Tbilisi police precinct. Before being sent to Georgia, the agents had been outfitted with subdermal tracking implants. These implants were removed from their corpses and taken to the Georgian Ministry of Defense by a man named Vyacheslav Grinko. Okay. So now we got to go to the Ministry of Defense. See, GP, this is the thing they don't want you to know about. Right, this is current events, 2004.
Military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore,
this is in Azerbaijan.
This morning noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary.
We actually had a chatter from Azerbaijan here a couple days ago on a few streams.
His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian Orthodoxy. His political standings
Where is this?
with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikolaitz is all politician. He's done one.
I have trained Sim World 4. Oh, well, that's the short answer, I suppose.
It's more a question of effort.
I feel like a lot more work went into that than just having the game. U.S. wrestling team, don't ask, don't tell. Wow. So many current events happening here. Okay. Discover President Nikolaidze's secret. CIA agents Blaustein and Madison were killed for getting too close to information Georgian President Kumbay Nikolaidze needed to protect. Vyacheslav Grinko, a Russian mercenary, is closely tied to Nikolaidze's secret. They have arranged to meet at the Ministry of Defense. How did we know this? How did we know they were going to the... Oh, it was on the computer. It was on the computer at the precinct. That's right. Look at that background, guys. It's a perfect skybox. You can even see the seam running around the corner.
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car,
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use force.
This game has such a confusing day-night cycle.
Grim's daughter just
Like,
pulled up
is
schematics
it daytime or is it nighttime? I can't tell.
online in the courtyard.
so I stay out of the courtyard.
I will say, though, this game kind of makes me want to go to Georgia. Like, just the farthest east I've gone is Poland, and I want to go further. I want to see more countries in Eastern Europe. It would be cool to do some sort of backpacking trip. A road trip probably wouldn't be possible. And you start as far west as possible of the, by the Atlantic Ocean, and then go all the way to the Pacific coast. I think that would be neat. You'll be driving commuter trains from Los Angeles to Lancaster. So it wasn't good enough for you that I was driving trucks from the UK to Russia, or trying to at least. It is daytime. You would consider this daytime? I suppose. Yeah, there's some light reflection off the window, so we'll give it that. All right, let's start rappelling down. Apparently there's a laser grid. Oh, yep, you can see it now. It's invisible unless you have the night vision on. I can hear a security camera in this room. The guys, oh, that guy's walking in. Probably just knock him out. Doesn't look like he has a satchel. Is he really trying to look for books to read? Let's straighten him out. I don't like how his foot is clipping through the bottom shelf. That type of stuff always annoys me. The clipping in games. Let's take out the camera. So there's different types of security cameras. You notice the reason I move my cursor so slow is because the faster I move it, it actually increases the bloom. Okay, chat, I never knew that there was a door here. I've never looked over here. Does this actually lead to anything? Oh, you can probably climb down the pipe and enter from here. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure, actually. It's just a different way to get into the room, I suppose. There's Combane Nicolades. Let's use this computer, see if we get any data from it. Oh, shoot, we didn't read the first ones. Okay, so this is a schematic. Move the mouse over elements. Elevator, extraction. There's not a lot going on here. That's a picture of Grinko. Case file. This is from Grimm's daughter. Oh, okay. This is his history. Why do you need to install lasers into your property? Probably because this is the Ministry of Defense. So they don't want anyone sneaking in here. You'll have to learn how to use the throttle and brake. Will I be able to do that with mouse and keyboard and not a full-on setup? Also, GP, do they make train setups like that? Or is it normally just steering wheels? Assassination of Akhtir Farouk, Afghanistan. Conjecture. So is this confirmed? 7 confirmed kills in Azerbaijan as a sniper. All funds liquidated, converted to U.S. currency. First traceable payment from Nicolades was in the year 2000. January 2nd, 2000. What was I doing back then? Good Lord. I was in kindergarten. Kindergarten. Yeah, it was the spring. It was technically spring semester of kindergarten for me. Holy. From Nicolades to the bank account of Albert Wentworth. Oh, that's his alias. Monthly payments continue until the 11th of 2001. So that went on for a year, at which point he assumes a new alias. Denis Galtsev, aka alias Grinko. Oh, that's the new alias. Receives 200 shares of Nicolades' GFO Inc. I don't know what that is. Is that a stock? Armin Trofimov, another alias. Which, how much time passed there? 4 years. Deposits 150K in a Swiss account. Sorry about all the guesswork, but Grinko's slippery as an eel. It's been hard to track his connections, but we're confident he's been in Nicolades' employment for at least 4 years. We've also got rumors of Grinko committing the kind of war crimes that would make Milosevic blush. I'm not sure what that reference is. Scary guy, but scary guy, be careful. Which is a segue to our sponsor, the VPN. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, this is why using aliases and emails is a good idea, because that way you are harder to be tracked. And I don't mean that in a sense of like to get away with things that are illegal. Just with the amount of companies that share your personal data, the real issue that you want to try to avoid is anytime they get, like, let's say Google or Apple or a major company experiences a breach and your information is exposed in that breach. If you consolidate it via email, suddenly all of that information in other accounts might become accessible. That's why it's better to decentralize into different things. Anyways, I'm not going to nerd out about that too much. Oh, we missed the last data stick from Georgie to Colonel Merman. The solution is to not tripping the laser grid. Oh, going back to laser grid neutral, is staying out of the damn courtyard, period. But just for the sake of argument, I guess the correctly calibrated thermal optics would enable one to see the lasers, which we already figured out because we turned on our night vision. But please, don't try anything that's going to get us in trouble. Well, I mean, there's really no point to that because we can't enter the courtyard since every square inch of it is covered with lasers. So, just keep it moving. Alright, this guy's walking back. There's nothing on this side, right? What language is that? On the left. I wish there's a way I could look that up. Okay, he's walking away. Let's just go through this door on the left first. Start sneaking through. Sneaking on in. Oh, there's a secret compartment here at the top where you can get one of the rarest items in the game. Okay? Not this thing. Okay, this is just a med kit. But if I go over onto this middle section and I climb... Can I climb that? Should be able to. Maybe it's this. Now I don't remember. Oh, yep. Let me grab that. And then we jump up here. Controls are kind of weird. Go up here. And what do you know? You've got another med kit. Okay, one of the rarest items in the game, obviously, because I just ran into one before. A disposable pick. So that will instantly unlock a door and then disappear after use. Now the real question is, how do we safely get down here? Oh, I can probably just drop. Oh, well that hurt. How come he's not grabbing the next ledge after I press forward? Oops, no, that's not what I meant. There we go. Kept all of our health. You can use mouse and keyboard? Oh, okay, got it. MI24 in his PFP is absolutely skibbity. The tutorial will teach you how to operate the EMD F125 locomotive and the Hyundai Rotom cab car, as well as starting and braking and passenger operations. GP, what is your favorite vehicle in those designations? I'm curious to hear. More breakable cameras. Hopefully no one comes to investigate this stuff. Neutral, have you ever traveled outside of... You said you're located in Thailand, right? Have you traveled to any countries around there? Curious, because that is a part of the world I would definitely love to visit. Rotom, that's your favorite? So the Hyundai Rotom cab car, what is it about that one specifically that you prefer over the others? Okay, we've got a camera there, but I'm not going to shoot it yet. I'm going to wait for it to look the other way, and we'll just make our way to the left here. Hyundai Rotom, gotcha. I haven't visited any country. Are there any on your list that you are specifically excited about going to? Who just almost spotted me? There's no one over here. Watch, I quick save and then instantly get spotted. That would just be great. Let's see here. Where's the... That's the cab driver, right? Oh, he's taking a leak. Sorry, buddy. Probably should have let him finish first. Now it's all over his suit, but that's okay. We gotta save America.
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you some questions. When I think you're lying, I'll do this. Who do you work for?
Vyacheslav Grinko.
Tell me about him.
Mom had a friend. Who keeps spotting me almost? It's not the camera. Unless it's the camera that was... Oh, it might be the camera that we destroyed earlier. The 2 cameras in the hallway. Mother has a friend, BF in Japan, so yeah, Japan would be a really cool place to visit, actually. You know, Yesai Tebatai, he's in chat every once in a while. Senpapi, he actually lived in Japan for 7 years. He worked there, so he could tell you all about the experience.
Anybody finds out, Rinko will murder me.
And you're frightened of Grinko.
God, yeah.
It's standard for the Lancaster to Los Angeles missions. Have you ever taken it, GP, in real life? From Lancaster to LA? Actually, so I went to see a movie yesterday. I think we're done with this guy. And my friend...
Hear what Gringo and Mass talk about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
My friend took his car from where he lived to, you know, like, I guess you could say like 30 minutes from the location that we went to see the movie, and then took a train to get there, which, interestingly enough, the train had a stop underground that led directly up into a courtyard where you could get to the theater, a Starbucks, all this stuff. You'd never notice it if you weren't paying attention, because it's under another stairway that takes you up to the street. So really, really interesting setup. It kind of reminds me of when we were in Auckland, New Zealand, and you could go into all these little shops like bowling alleys. There was an escape room sort of deal, a little shopping area, an arcade, and they're all downstairs in these sort of underground areas. Look how goofy this is. I'm going to knock him out with a bottle of vodka. Hopefully that camera... Yeah, that camera won't notice. I think we're good. Look at that, neutral. I didn't have to waste any ammo. All I did was shatter a bottle. Well, you could sort of justify that as wasting ammo, but, you know. I'm not going to walk around with 50 empty bottles, you know. Alex, could you imagine when they went through spy training? They're like, okay, guys, here's the part of the training where we teach you how to throw beer bottles at people. This is totally how it works. Is this it? I think it's one set of stairs further up. Man, why do they make me do so much running in this game? This guy, he doesn't know any better. He's too busy staring at the hallway, I guess. Look at him. He's just like, I'm not getting paid enough to be in this situation right now. You do whatever you want. I love how there is no resistance that anyone puts up as soon as you grab them. They're just like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's whatever. Okay, he's in the shadows enough. We're good. Alright, what's on? What are these schematics? Is that a missile? Some sort of ground-to-air missile? Got another data stick. Wait, did we didn't miss any, right? It's just a case file. Oh, we missed a lot of stuff. This was the first data stick, right? Yeah. This is a picture of... Oh, this is the information that we got from the cab driver. Not the cab driver, but the personal driver from Grinko. This is an image that Grimm's daughter pulled of Philip Mass, who's an American hacker, I guess you could say. And then we've got some information about him. AKA Crystal Ninja. That's his username. Cerebre, or Cerber? I don't think I've ever struggled saying a username so much before. Marvin Kurzweil. So his real name is Philip, and these are all his aliases. He's Canadian. Never mind, he's not American. He's a lead programmer. Flees Canada after RCMP closes credit card scam. Oh, so he was a scammer for a while. So he runs away to avoid the authorities. That was in 94. That's when I was born. That was... What the... That was 4 months after I was born. Crazy. This is all real, by the way. This all really happened. I'm just kidding. The training session was improvised. Yeah, that's so true. Like, how smart are these agents? What can they do with the tools that they're given? That's what it comes down to. The poster might be an IC. Oh, possibly. Yeah. I don't know why that message got blocked neutral. It just says a bunch of hashtags for me. Breach of CIA internal network. Successful for 114 seconds. Oh, he actually breached the CIA? That's crazy. Employed by Saudi royal family in digital security. Industrial espionage for several oil-based corporations. This guy must be rolling in the dough if he got employed by the Saudi royal family for digital security. Flees to Canadian embassy in Saudi Arabia to avoid prosecution for crimes against nature. What? So he fled Canada, but then ironically goes back to their embassy? What are crime? Oh, wait. Did they catch him doing something on his computer? I need to look up what constitutes crimes against nature. Second attempt breach of CIA internal network. First paycheck from Nicolod's GFO Incorporated continuing bi-weekly. Release of the USGAY virus conjecture. So that means it's not confirmed? Marvin Kurzweil, alias Mass, deposits $80K in a bank account off the Cayman Islands. That doesn't seem like that much. Well, we're also thinking in 2024 terms. That was probably kind of a lot back then. I first heard of Mass back in 98, right after his first CIA hack. It was legendary for a while. He even got a mention in Wired. Our shrinks at Fort Meade have a psych profile on him that boils down to insecure, immature, amoral, brilliant geek. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and then this is our latest data stick between the officers. Gentlemen, President Nicolats has personally requested that I impress on you the importance of our guests, the Canadian Philip Mass and Vyacheslav Grinko, who many of you are already familiar with on less than pleasant terms, of course. Since Grinko has come under President Nicolats' official employment, his many crimes in Georgia have been pardoned. Of course. And he is to be treated with the utmost respect. I likewise ask for your patience with Mr. Mass. They are both key figures in the president's current operations and security for the next 24 hours. Security for the next 24 hours should be at its highest state. Please impress this on the men in your charge. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know how well trained these guys are or how disciplined they are, but trying to convince them to protect a known war criminal might be a little challenging. All right, what do we got here? Oh, you were asking, or I was asking about the time. Looks like it's 4:40 a.m. When was this sent? What day is this mission? Uploaded the 16th of 2004, and then this latest email. Oh, this was sent yesterday. Okay. Let all of your men know that the laser grid in the courtyard is active. I don't want any false alarms caused by this grid. It triggers simultaneous alarms at 5 separate police and military stations nearby. Oh my God. Explaining a false alarm is a headache neither of us want. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. If you absolutely need to go in the courtyard, you can disable the grid from the security terminal in the main hall of the south wing, but you better have a good reason. Why is the courtyard so important to protect? Of all things. Why don't they just have a security grid running through this entire freaking complex? This door's locked. We're not in any hurry, so I'm just going to use the regular lockpick. Save our disposable for later. I said SR-71. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that. Very stereotypical profiling. The garden must be expensive at the court. Well, we're about to get a bird's eye view of it right now. Look how disorganized these guys are. Okay. This is the courtyard. Is it because Nikolai's statue is right there in the middle? This guy just took power like a week ago. How do they already have a statue of him erected? I mean, apparently the laser grid is not affected by the sprinklers. That's good to know. Can I just turn into water temporarily? New glasses purchased. So, was it an incorrect prescription, Banda, that was causing it? Or did they give you a reason for what was going on? Watch this. This scene is pretty funny.
I thought the kitchen was
They don't like the guy in charge.
Order for Colonel Kobaishvili.
Ah, excellent. May I?
Please. Thank you.
You just spit in the person's order. Oh my gosh, they really don't like the colonel, that's for sure. Okay, so in order to get past these cooks, we gotta send their attention into the freezer with yet another bottle of vodka. Okay, I don't know if that actually made it. I'm gonna walk over here. Turn off the light.
Hey! Turn the lights back on!
And then go through here. And then there should be another patrolling guy that comes to turn on this light. Hopefully the door closes. Oh, that was awkward. Turn this off real quick. Whoops, nope. I meant to pick up the body. I'll turn on the light. I now have astigmatism in my right eye. Woohoo! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Panda. So, does that entail any difference in your care protocol, your care procedure? Like, what do you have to do now? My mom has always had astigmatism, but she's never actually explained what that means as far as her contacts go. Who let these guys go? I know. Well, clearly the management around here is not very nice because no one wants to show any respect. They're over here spitting in their food. Like, what the heck's going on? Okay. It's all quiet. All nice and quiet. We're gonna have to take care of this guy, though, because he's blocking the staircase. Did you guys know that the most successful video on my entire channel is a short? Has I think it has like 30,000 views, and it is in this exact room here, and it's me memeing. Okay, like so I'll show you right now. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna use the crouching glitch to sound dead silent. Oh, we gotta turn up the speed. Okay, what if I just played the whole game like this? Like, this guy can't hear me. Oh, whoops.
Come out with your hands up!
Right. I'm not doing that. I am not playing like that. Well, it makes sense as to why I have trouble with focusing that eye properly. Yeah, that would explain it. But nothing that would warrant the migraine since the switch sides of my head. Neutral, you switched? I love Among Us. Wait, actually, I hated it. I played one game on mobile. Couldn't get me on that hype train. I don't know why. I just couldn't be bothered. Probably because it wasn't free to play. Well, it was free to play on mobile, right? But not on PC. That's where a lot of streamers kind of got big. Was playing Among Us. Maybe I should have gotten on that hype train. But I didn't know better back then, right? I don't have all this sort of live stream knowledge that I have now. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. So to the neurologist. All right. When is that appointment happening, Panda? Oh, I see. I see. Oh, by the way, Panda, Joe wanted me to say hi. I don't know where Joe is. Probably doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts right now. But if you're swiping past the stream, Joe, Panda's here. Okay. I think we just have to access this PC. And then it will attract the attention of one of the colonels.
You've got an incoming colonel, Fisher.
There we go.
You'll need him conscious
Hey,
and
I'm in
cooperative
here.
if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the court.
Oh, he turned on the light up top.
Knowing everything is my job.
That's why he was freaking out. He's gonna walk downstairs with his pistol drawn. Watch. We're gonna wait for him to sit at the computer, and then we will strike. I'll save as soon as he's near the foot of the stairs. I waved at him earlier when I said, oh, that's right, you did see it. You did see it, because you were muted, but you could still read the chat. Is stream lagging, or is it just me? I think it is just you. Everything looks green on my end. No issues. As far as I'm aware. We have 50 dropped frames out of 448,000. So, no issues. Okay. Now, the retinal scanner is right there. We got to grab this guy. Take him over. Get him to read it with his eyeballs. Notice Panda comes back talking about migraines and astigmatism, and suddenly everything in the game is eye-related. It's just a sign. That's why we're twinsies, you know? Like, I've got 3 eyeballs on top of my 2 eyeballs on my character. And my eyes are still kind of red. Gotta get that sorted out. Alright, we're in. Let's give him another section of the darkness. Okay, well, I didn't mean for him to fall into this guy's shoulder. Those boots are kind of cool. I had something similar to those in Brazil. Satchel. That's just a med kit, okay. No data there. I'm going to wait for the camera to look away one more time just to be safe. Then we'll shoot it out. There we go. Laser grid is disabled. We can go out into the courtyard now and listen in on this conversation. How's it looking, Neutral? Is it still lagging? Having any issues? Oh, there's Mass and Grinko. Okay. Now's our chance. We use the laser mic, like Inspector Gadget.
Make with the laser mic, Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Savages. What did you rip it out with? Pliers?
We had some difficulty with Bloskin's chip. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting...
That's them taking out the subdermal.
Whatever Nikolai does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolai's hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files Nikolai insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
So we gotta go through his hard drive.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we're gonna need more.
Nikoladz's computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access that machine. Alarms aren't mission critical anymore. We're moving into Fifth Freedom territory.
Hey. Oh, get away. Don't catch me there. Why, bro, wear a beret inside the buildings? Because he's a colonel. It's an easy way to identify, I suppose. That is the only reason I knew he was important, to be honest, is because he wore a beret back when I was playing before. Okay, let's hide in here. These guys are gonna go up the elevator. Are there any goodies in here we can take? No, it's just a broom, some cleanup stuff. Optic cable. These guys are packing. These AK-47s. He's got an AK-47. These are actual soldiers. All right. Let's just go back to the elevator. Go up. Imagine someone just on the other side. They see this dude with 3 goggles chilling. This is also such an unrealistic depiction of military operation. Like, could you imagine sending one guy like this on an operation to infiltrate a building? It's just so impractical. Okay. I'm going to use our disposable pick here because someone's going to enter fairly quickly. Use this computer real quick just in case there's any good data on it. Which there actually is. There's a data stick, but... Go up here. And then if I check the most recent one, some covenant from Grinko Damas. Okay, the guys that were just talking. I cannot believe, considering your position relative to both Nikoladz's and the CIA, that you have no knowledge of anything called the Ark. You don't want to know what it would take to convince me of your honesty. We are playing a dangerous game of chess and cannot afford to have gray pieces on the board. I have sneaking suspicions that this Ark is our queen piece. Nikoladze will tell me about it sooner or later. God help you if he tells me you knew about it and didn't inform me. I need to know more than Nikoladze thinks I do so that I may protect him from even his own ambitions. So this guy's like super loyal or what? Oh crap. I hope they didn't see me there. Hopefully they don't come to investigate. Can you hear the air vents breaking with me in them? I'm gonna shoot out this camera. I don't know if anyone's down this hallway to my left, but we're just gonna take the risk. Is this a bulletproof plant? No, it's not. Okay. I'm just missing. Oh, we've got more ammo. Oh yeah, they actually did go to investigate. Sorry, Neutral, I'm stealing more medkits. It must be done. Go up here. Try to avoid these windows. Don't want anyone looking up and seeing me on their roof. Ooh, it would be cool if you could get over to that other side. I wonder if it's possible. I mean, there's a stairway that leads all the way down, but pretty sure the game just instantly takes you out if you try to go down there. This is cool. This is like Eastern Europe liminal spaces. It's part of the reason I love these old games is because of the level design and aesthetic. Alright, I'm going to save there. And then we can just rappel on this side. Alright, just for science's sake, can we rappel all the way down past this window? No. It stops me right there. Okay, which would still technically be a fatal fall, so I'm not even going to chance it. There's really no way to get past this guy silently without just taking him out, so we're going to get it over with. We already have fifth freedom anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can't believe no one hears that. I'm going to turn off the light before I access the computers. More data from that.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Uh-oh.
Bad things. Keep transmitting. We need to see how far this goes.
What's going on?
Corpses, refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Commandos in Azerbaijan. Uh-oh. This is what I was talking about earlier. We've got the force combat section. Flag, how's it going? How are you doing? Good to see you. How's your day going? You know, oh, see, also the reason I'm doing this is because they actually won't spot you immediately. Like, technically, I'm supposed to fight these guys, but if I just do this, they won't even know, and they'll leave. Look at that. Nice and easy.
Fisher, we need the rest of the files from Nikolai's
How you doing, dude?
computer. This stuff is going straight to the president.
What a beret is in the back in the day. No, actually, I'm not sure, Neutral. Could you tell me? In the OG days? Sending a single insurgent is better. They most likely be arguing while in an enemy... oh, yeah. Well, I guess the whole sort of... you know what's funny? You say that, Neutral. In the fourth game, there's a mission where they invite a second agent to, like, like, to operate cooperatively with Sam, the main character here, and it ends up going very badly. Kind of like what you're saying, two of them arguing. But realistically, in a mission like this, you would have a squad of 4 or 7 or 10. Like, you have a lot more people trying to get an operation like this then, and they wouldn't be trying to go into a... Yeah, just there's so many things that would go so wrong if one person messed up. You know what I mean? Angels games are damn cheap. Really? How much do they cost compared to a Dodgers game, GP? How do you manage to get like 4 or 2 That's true. That is also kind of unrealistic. It's a very good point. Never thought about that. Okay, I think we're safe. We have one data stick to look at. We got to keep transmitting.
That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't believe the numbers. Nikolai's has been...
I love how the doors just open.
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Okay. So, what did we get on that most recent data? I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. Some Covenant, okay. Who's this from? Grinko. President Nikolai, you can be certain that our glass dagger will shatter as intended if attacked. Our army, broken into smaller units, will only become sharper and further scattered. That's kind of a nice analogy. I like that. My contacts have scouted and secured areas of operation for our splintered army to occupy. We will have a free hand in much of northern Russia, the Orient, and possibly even the United States. Really? However, I do not believe that it will come to this. Our plans are too well laid and our enemies asleep at their posts. My only worry is your dependence on Mass and his technology. I have trouble trusting so obvious a coward. But the vision is yours and I believe in it. Okay, this guy is actually super loyal. The Azerbaijan operation is moving forward remarkably well. Our cells have encountered only the lightest resistance, just enough to whet the appetite of war's hound. The men are showing excellent enthusiasm for their work. I believe we will be able to converge well within schedule. Thank you for your trust in my strategy. I have every confidence we will succeed. I still don't know why exactly they're attacking Azerbaijan, unless it's trying to... Well, that's kind of creepy. It's very similar to Russia attacking Ukraine in some ways. Granted, that is more obvious. Like, that's a... makes you wonder, right? Like, how does the information get filtered? Like, how do you know? How deep into the invasion does it actually become public knowledge, is what I'm trying to say. All right, time to extract. Knew it. Co-op was bad. What's funny is in the third game, you can actually play co-op. However, the servers are offline. And I'm trying to convince someone to get a virtual LAN, a private network, so that we can host our own cooperative LAN server and play Splinter Cell co-op online, since the game you can't publicly host anymore. Because it's from 2006. Uh-oh.
Why hasn't the intruder been caught yet? Do we have men on the real stairwell? About to breach the stairwell, sir.
How come that body disappeared? Oh, that guy got dropped. Dig, he got pistol versus AK, and AK lost.
What the hell did you find in there, man?
Also, he has a silencer on it, but it sounded loud.
Thought we're going to war.
Okay, what do we learn from this? Files retrieved from President Nikoladz's computer reveal a campaign of terror against Azerbaijan, covering their invasion using techniques of information warfare. Cells of Georgian commandos have nearly overthrown their oil-rich neighbor. This intelligence has opened the door for NATO intervention in the Caucasus. Oh, okay, so because... I'm not sure why they're invading other than they want to take territory and they want access to oil, I'm guessing. So Georgia wants a stronger foothold in the region under their president. But Azerbaijan is a member of NATO, so that is why they can get involved.
Georgian special forces have taken hold of villages scattered throughout Azerbaijan. Incredibly, Kambayn Nagaladze appears to have been able to move thousands of troops across the border
I wonder how they
over a course of weeks.
Said they got the information.
Both local and international authorities through a high-tech number of Azerbaijani casualties are unknown, but early estimates number in the high.
The freedom-loving people of the world cannot stand idly by and allow an act of such staggering inhumanity and scale.
In their third day of fighting, U.S.-led NATO troops took 3 more Azerbaijani villages occupied by...
Oh, no worries, neutral. No worries. If you need to get your sleep, I totally understand. It's basically just look-smaxing while
increasingly hard to locate as military intelligence suffers.
you're sneaking around in a foreign country.
Kambayn Nagaladze has vanished, along with his top military advisors.
See, he went bye-bye. The AK has crazy recoil when you have to aim lower parts of the body to shoot. Really?
Called America and its allies an army of scarecrows.
Oh, he's talking smack now against the U.S. We can't take that.
For their homeland. The precise nature of Nikoladze's threat, experts fear, could make itself known within...
Okay, retrieve Georgian communication data. So we've got to infiltrate an oil rig in Georgian waters, the Caspian Sea. NATO and U.S. intervention has pushed most of the Georgian commandos from Azerbaijan with only a few... Wait, when does this take? This is in October, and the last mission was like 3 or 4 months prior, I'm guessing. It makes you feel like the next day is the next mission with the pacing. Georgian commandos from Azerbaijan with only a few well-hidden cells remaining. One of those cells, entrenched in an oil rig on the Caspian Sea, is exchanging data with the presidential palace in Georgia via secure network. How do we know this? Oh, well, I guess it's based on the email that alluded to it from Mass, saying you needed to get back to the rig. Oh, look at the lighting here. Dude, the levels in this game, they look so nice.
Why would they be holding onto this rig? It's not Nikoladze's smartest play.
Oh, I'm stuck. I think. I don't know why that...
Mission object, that's what got our attention. Nikoladze is sacrificing several cells to hold on to it. So that's what got our attention.
That's annoying. When a part of your game just doesn't work, you get stuck there.
Must be critical. Mission objectives on your OPSAT.
Sneak our way across. This is domestic cold water.
We're blowing the bridge immediately. Repeat, blowing the bridge.
Uh-oh. That guy at the bottom, I don't think he's gonna make it. Actually, yeah, he's fine, unless the explosion gets him. Really? I guess I gotta lift my legs up. There we go.
Bad news, Fisher. Something got the military's attention. Oh boy. Your rig just
Look at that realistic water. Okay, so believe it or not, while I was trying to fix the graphics for this game, and I was, you know, trying different programs, there was a point where the water had a permanent grid shape to it. In fact, when we get to the next section, maybe it'll still be an issue. But this water looks fine. Granted, it is tied to the frame rate of the game, so I have to keep the game capped at 60, otherwise a bunch of stuff just starts breaking. And the water looks a little unrealistic. I think it's technically supposed to be at 30 FPS, but is what it is. Look, we have to crawl through the oil right now. This is definitely safe.
Let's get this finished quickly. We're a sitting duck out here.
Okay, let me just climb up here. Okay, the water looks fine. It doesn't have the grid shape or anything. So it must have been an update with the third-party graphics mod that fixes the look of the game. I mean, to be fair, this looks a lot better than the game originally did because that was capped at, I think it's either 480 or 720p. Dude, the mountains in the background are so cool. Oh, I love that. I want to go there. This game makes me want to go there. It makes me feel so nostalgic. Alright, now how do we get over there? I think we jump up on this. And then we raise our legs with C. It's kind of confusing because in the next game they changed the control scheme.
Relay alert from Philip Mass. We have incoming American warplane.
We can go across here. Oh, there are the American warplanes. I also love how the background's not changing as they move. As soon as this guy walks under me, I'm just gonna land right on him. Sneak up here. So I'm pretty sure our only objective is to trail that technician, the guy who walked off the boat. Avoid coming into contact with the mercenary. Okay, that makes sense. We've got no data to look over. No more yapping for me in the meantime. Love that fight. Yeah, the fighter jets are so cool. Oh, the action's starting. The Americans are attacking. You hear the gunfire from the jets?
Ground troops are imminent. We'll keep you updated.
Our friends from the Air Force. Ain't that patriotic?
We're under attack. We've sustained heavy damage to...
Dude, imagine just being an oil rig and getting attacked by the U.S. Air Force. Like, do they even stand a chance?
American fighter planes. They're coming in again. Reports of incoming troop transport.
There we go. Thought I was gonna have to shoot that guy, but we're good actually.
Trailing dangerously behind the oil. If you don't get
I'm going. I'm going. I'm right behind him, dude. What are you talking about? He's right there. You can see the oil stuck to my shoes. Right now they're gonna walk over and investigate. That should give me a chance to sneak by. Woo! It's a fireworks show.
Won't open. Look at you, Ned. I did. I think it's broken. What's the holdup? It's this damn rig. Everything's... Never mind. We'll go around.
Alright, looks like they're gonna walk through this way. For some reason, every time you aim, YouTube doesn't see it. Really? Like, it doesn't see the crosshair? Maybe it's registering as a cursor, so it just cuts it out, but that's really weird. Usually with the older games, they'll keep the cursor in anyway because they don't make the distinction in OBS. Do I go this way, or... That door shuts behind them, so I have to go back.
Change your plans, Fisher. You're going after that technician, Piotr. You want the briefcase that's chained.
What kind of equipment do I have? I don't have any grenades, do I? No.
You downloaded the data to that?
To a laptop inside it. Use whatever force necessary.
You know what? I'm gonna try something. Actually, he hasn't noticed. So maybe I take him back here. I probably won't be able to knock out the other guy because of the angle he's standing. It won't let me get a one-hit knockout. I mean, it really depends. If his gun is holstered, it might stun him. Let's just save it real quick. Test it out. The wall blocks the view of it. Let me see. Huh. Well, because when I look at the preview, it looks fine. When I see it aimed. Unless you're talking about something else. Might be talking about something else. Remind me when TFCR FSCRW it's stream. What? Wow, that doesn't even stun him. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the shot because I don't want to take all that damage. That way we can get the satchel. Got our first data stick. Oh, wait, we've got more information. Secondary crude oil circuit pump. Manufacturer, Inessa Engine. Waypoint pump for oil filtration. Oil in red piping is under extreme pressure and may combust if punctured. Oh, God. Crude oil flow regulator. Regulates oil flow pressure. So anytime we see red piping and we shoot it, it's potentially an explosive. Auxiliary petroleum reservoir. Manufacturer Waylanda. Designed as overflow reservoir for offshore drilling rigs. Okay, is that explicit? I imagine it is. Doesn't say it explicitly, but... Following is a transcription of a fragment of a radio message intercepted by an SR-71. Wait, isn't that what you said earlier, Neutral? Did you say... Hang on, I'm going to scroll back through chat real quick. That's exactly what you said. It was an SR-71. And an AWACS control aircraft over the Caspian Sea. Any entrance to the hub? Some kind of automated blast door. Data hub. Appears to be one window into the hub. And intercept. Okay. What's in the data stick? From Sergo to Guram. You at your semi-permanent posting yet? My platoon finally got off the school buses 2 hours ago in Belarus and rendezvoused with another platoon that came via cargo plane. We're all heading east, but we haven't been told where yet. When I get there, I'll shoot you another mail. This is so unlike the military we knew when we joined. We're in incredible shape, lean, decentralized, efficient. We're acting more like a business than an army. Colonel Alexievich explained to a group of us that we could win this by allowing the Americans to surrender aggressively. Any idea what that means? I'll write again soon. Remind me when the Fortnite stream... Oh, gotcha. So you just abbreviated everything. Part 2 stream is so I can hop on there. Gotcha. I got to think about tomorrow because I know that was your suggestion. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shots fired. I don't know why they needed to shoot out that window. I thought they're aiming at the guy because they can't make the distinction. They're destroying all the data. How many shots does it take? They've got a Russian magazine. Oh, look at that, Neutral. More med kits. We've got all the med kits. Make sure DD Woke is off work that day. Do you know where he's working right now? Or what he's doing for work? Uh-oh. There goes their chopper. Oh my god. I love that everyone's speaking English. Oh, there's some explosive barrels. Right, he survived. Oh, nope, he doesn't survive that. Oh, he does survive that somehow. Okay, that is so weird. The combat logic in this game. Maybe we let them shoot first, see where they move, and then engage? That guy's not looking right now, so. Where's he going? Oh, he's just running back and forth. Okay. So as soon as he crosses again, I'm gonna shoot this. And then I'll flip over to the guy that's on top. So he can actually see me from there. Okay, there we go. Saves us a little bit of health. Already close to full. Is that gonna explode? Thought I shot it once. Let's go upstairs. See if they have any medkits lying around on the roof. Oh, there's a second guy. I don't remember shooting him, or did he fly off the ledge, or what happened? Me when you said more medkits. Neutral, did you see the message earlier? Look. They intercepted a transcription from an SR-71 pilot. That was the exact aircraft you mentioned. He said he's working in video. Oh, that's right. Yes, I have seen his clips. I thought you meant like another, you know what they say. You do the thing that you enjoy, and then you also have a job to survive. I thought it was like a survival job, like a restaurant or, you know, car shop or... What are some entry-level jobs nowadays that people get into? GP, do you have any idea where you want to work or where you're interested in working in the future? The Lockheed's SR-71 Blackbird is a retired long-range, high-altitude supersonic reconnaissance aircraft. It was built by Lockheed's Skunk Works in the 1960s for the United States Air Force and entered service in 1966. The SR 71 is considered one of the most effective recon aircraft in history and was able to operate in hostile airspace with impunity. Well, so they got their time frame about right. This is what? About 30 years after its introduction? Oh, crap. Look up SR-70. Okay, let's see. SR-71. Actually, let's look here. Oh, what are these lighting effects? What? That's pretty crazy. Dude. I wonder where this is. Like, the actual location of this shot. Flying over the mountains. And how do they get this image? Do they have a photographer in another jet that's just shooting this? It's so cool. I would love to shoot a movie wherever this is, these mountains. This is really dope. I love this photo. Obviously not. Oh, okay. So you wouldn't want to work in Texas, but what kind of job would you want to work is what I'm asking. You know, what sort of gigs are you interested in? Uh-oh. Maintenance man's down for the count. But he's got a disposable pick? How does that work? Switch objects, more magazines, bunks. Anything else in here? Nope, just more magazines. Just says switch object. Okay, I don't know what the point of these rooms are. Just to make the game seem more realistic. Alright, that guy's just not gonna notice me. I'll run downstairs. I'm pretty sure the technician is hiding at the wreckage of this boat. I'm just gonna walk here in case the guy up above hears me for whatever reason. Why both of my devices match exact sounds? You mean like they're perfectly in sync? That's pretty cool. I'd like to join Oh, so you want to get into video editing. Or you just want to work for Jace. Uh-oh. Where's our guy? He's not down here. How would you feel about being a train operator, GP? Would you enjoy that? Let's see. This guy's just running back and forth. Why is he smiling? It looked like his face was stuck in a permanent smile. It's kind of creepy. Oh, I think we have to go through here first. Well, that was scary. What if I had gone through the other door? I can hear him running around. Yep, there he is. Now he's running to the spot I expected. SR-71 is now retired, by the way. Yeah, I saw that in the description. I think you can get away, bud. Another dude with a laptop strapped to his chest. What's up with this?
What makes this worth the risk?
Who the hell are you?
Don't ask any more questions. Answers only, and fast.
I understand.
Why risk manually extracting data from a battle zone?
It was the only way. We encrypted with a non-transferable destroy unused hard key.
What's the data?
I'm just a messenger. I don't know. Something about an arc.
What's that?
Yes, this is an oil rig.
What Nicolaides wants most.
100% video editing. Have you tried practicing GP on DaVinci Resolve? Like, do you have a computer you can work on?
Where were you going to take the briefcase?
I don't know. I wasn't going to find out until I was on board the escape ship. Mass is a complete control freak.
Mass.
Please, I don't want to. Ah! Philip Mass, Nicolaides' lead programmer. I swear that's all I know. Ah!
Uh-oh. I thought he was going to fall in the water for a second. Let's check the satchel first, and then we'll grab the briefcase. Mr. Mass, don't get me wrong. Oh, wait, who's this from? Piotr, the guy we just interrogated. I'm perfectly willing to try tapping Little Bird for Arc Intelligence, but I don't think it'll do any good without the key. I'll get whatever I can, but I really think Nicolaides will need men inside the presidential palace, which is obviously impossible considering the current state of affairs. But I will do my best, and whatever is possible to retrieve from the oil rig, I'll get it. I don't feel like I have enough context to understand what this is referring to yet, but I'm sure we'll get more later on.
Great job, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce.
Don't try to look up my YouTube PFP. Oh, don't worry, I won't. Bro could swim away, but he decided to... I don't know, man. That's a pretty long swim. I don't know if he would have made it. Communication data retrieved from the oil rig has been proven to be invaluable. My tambour frame came in today. Woohoo! What is a tambour frame? The records are full of vague hints concerning an impending retaliation against the U.S. More concretely, they show evidence of a leak in the U.S. intelligence community suggesting that the Georgians may have a mole inside of one of America's agencies. That would explain a lot as to why Blaustein and Madison's cover was compromised operating in Georgia if there is a mole in America's agencies. Which is why the next mission, we are going to be heading to the CIA. Which I don't think I'll actually play. We'll save that for another stream. Because it is gonna be a long operation. Black Hell, what is this, Harry Potter? You remember that Indian beading embroidery I showed you? Oh yes, I remember. I remember that. I remember watching videos of it. I ordered a frame and a hook and beads so I could start my super secret drag. Aha! Oh, awesome. Well, congrats on getting your tambour frame in the mail. And good luck with actually putting it all together. Oh!
Sarah!
What's happening? We're losing altitude. Oh god. I have my ways in video editing. The video editing classes at TAP were high quality, even though it went to brain... Ain't that the truth? Well, I'm glad you learned something. I did my best to teach productive material, you know, despite constantly being distracted with having to, you know, keep kids focused. It's a plane. Oh, well, it is. This is a helicopter.
What are we doing?
I thought they were inside the building. No, they're inside a helicopter or a plane. I think it's a helicopter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see.
Okay, so there's just a major blackout in the United States. It was a hack, a major hack. I have the sewing pattern for the base dress, so I need to make that, and then need to order silk, organza and thread, and get to work because I estimate it'll take me a year or more to really? It's gonna take a year to make the whole thing? Probably because you have to learn how to do it, right? Notice Jaskel always likes everything Panda has to say.
Federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given,
Mississippi mentioned
the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism.
Cyber terrorism.
Crisis, information warfare.
Information warfare.
We'll but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
We gotta mobilize the army. Look at this guy.
Were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries.
Where is he? Is he in Mississippi or Georgia? This guy's in Georgia, but not the same Georgia. 87% presidential approval rating. Egyptian police uncover Russian weapons smuggling. I just realized, relative calm on the Georgian. They're skipping ahead in news reports, but the timeline at the bottom is staying the same. Russia silent on U.S. support. Britain offers U.S. unconditional. Of course they do, man. The U.S. is just like, they're just the good guys in this whole game. If you want a good example of U.S. military propaganda, I feel like this game is a perfect artifact of that from the early 2000s. Because, oh yeah, in the in-game news, it's going to be thousands of. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Damn, that is a long time to put that all together. To be fair, it took me a year to make a film, but that's just because I was slow and ineffective as opposed to, you know, it actually taking that long. Track down the mole in the CIA. Hours after the attack on the oil rig, Georgian President Nikolads launched a devastating wave of remote technology-based terrorist attacks as retaliation against the U.S. The only lead to Nikolads' whereabouts is a mole thought to be operating out of the CIA. All right, so there's the CIA building, Langley. We're in Virginia right now. So we just went from we went from Georgia to Azerbaijan. No, we stayed in Georgia and now we're in Virginia, US. Oh, that'd be cool if you could get up to that roof section. I never noticed the skylight there. Okay. I'm just gonna yeah, we'll do the quick save. No, that's not what I meant to. Well, it's okay. We just start. We can go load level and then we load CIHQ for the next one. All right. Pull us out. I'm not really good at going through with bets because I was going to make a bet with Sophie to dye my hair if the Vegas Golden Knights won the Stanley Cup last year, but I never went through with it. Well, maybe that's for the best. Officializing it, and the Golden Knights won the oh no, so you would have won on that bet. Well, that's okay, because the reason you probably resisted the urge to take that bet was because you didn't know if you were actually going to get your payout at the end anyway. So probably a smart decision, but it's nice to know that your prediction came true, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. Neutral, get your rest. Thank you for showing me some cool looking aircraft and appreciating the retro graphical prowess of Splinter Cell long after its prime. I hope one day they make another game that sort of goes back to its roots, because the later Splinter Cells are they're more like Call of Duty, which it's not the best. I would like them to make another one similar to Chaos Theory, which at some point I'll stream again. If you go back far enough, you'll find old Splinter Cell streams on my YouTube channel that are actually 1440p widescreen. In fact, I think one of the most viewed streams on my channel is actually a Splinter Cell / Warzone stream. So you'll find that pretty easily. Have a great night. GP, thanks for hanging out. It's good to see you. Is it official for tomorrow? Like I said, I need to think about it. So let me end the stream, consider it, and then you'll see for the thumbnail art, the title, the game selection, what the plan will actually be. Panda, be gentle with yourself. I'm very proud of you for taking care of your health, going to the eye doctor. Now it's off to the neurologist, and good luck with this upcoming project that you have now that your tambour's arrived. Yeah? Have a good one, guys. Take care. Hope you had a fantastic 4th of July yesterday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another broadcast. I was thinking for a second, there's nothing stopping me from streaming tomorrow that I'm aware of. It feels like it's been quite a few days since my last stream. But, we should be back on our usual schedule. Except for next week, I will be going on a short trip. So I'll have a schedule set for when that time frame happens. So we're going to play Overwatch. So, oh, God. I have thought about streaming some Widow gameplay, but I haven't really found a reason to do it yet. So we'll see. Anyways, take care, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.